A fitness journey, I want people to always remember it's never linear. You're going to have days where you're going to feel great and days where it's like it's never going to happen.
Yeah.
And it's totally okay. You know, I was there and I'm kind of still here with my frozen shoulder. You know, believe in yourself and get somebody, even if it's a friend, family, to support you through that journey. And it's not about, and it shouldn't be a number on the scale. It should be about how you feel, how you're functioning, how
Sure.
you're moving.
What's going on, everybody? Kyle Powers here, Haven Real Estate Group at eXp Realty, here with another episode of Local Legends of the Flint Hills. And guys, I'm really excited about this one. It is, as Cynthia has well put it, the underground of Pilates in the area of Manhattan. So I'm excited to bring to you Synergistic Fitlife, Cynthia Amano. Cynthia, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course, of course. So let's kind of jump right into it, right? We're in your studio space right now. Mm-hmm. You've got a very unique niche in the area, and I want to kind of understand what kind of made you go down this road to really kind of start into Pilates and into this stuff here in the area.
So I actually started my fitness journey probably 30 years plus because my dad was in the Army. He was like, our family has heart disease and you need to take care of your health. You need to exercise, you need to eat right. And so I started doing like Body by Jake. I'm really dating myself there. Yeah. But did his videos, and then I kind of always just stayed into fitness. Later on, about 8 years ago, I had a hip injury where my hips would just kind of fall out of its own sockets. And from there, I was doing physical therapy. When we moved to Kansas, I couldn't do physical therapy on the schedule I needed, and I found Pilates. And that helped me from walking with a cane to slowly building the strength to walk on my own, and then I continued from there.
Nice. That's awesome. So then at that moment, then I mean, a couple of years ago, or your fitness journey obviously started back then, but when was the moment where you're like, okay, I'm going to start this and do this and help other people?
So with my dad being in the Army, I always was thinking, you know, we volunteered a lot. We always took care of people. And I realized how much Pilates had helped my body. So I kind of joined two things that I really loved, just helping people and fitness, to teach Pilates. Yeah. And not just Pilates, because I feel like if we all just did the same exercise, you know, then, you know, the fitness would be for everybody. And so there's people who love CrossFit, there's people who run, there's people who row or whatever they're doing, and there's no wrong, you know, fitness is getting out there.
Yeah.
And so that's how I decided to start just teaching not just Pilates, but also the other things that I really enjoy, like bar and TRX.
Nice. So Cynthia, with the name Synergistic Fitlife, there's obviously some inner meaning to that. Where did you come up with that name?
So my friends, they call me Sin, and it's kind of a play on my name. And synergy means the collaboration between like different elements. It's not one. And with my certifications, I have more than one. And that way we bring everything, that synergy, the different modalities, and our other instructors too. Yeah. The more we add, you know, they may be bringing different fitness, you know, ideas, modalities into our business. And so we want to combine everything that, you know, the best of everything that we can, and to help people.
No, I love that. I love that. And I guess kind of want to talk a little bit more about what you have here, right? And the space that you're in, because it's a little bit different of a niche for Pilates and what most people would probably think, right? So what makes Synergistic Fitlife different than the normal Pilates studio that you would go to?
So for us, we work one-on-one with everybody. because every body is different. You know, we're all coming in from our different habits, our different injuries, our different limitations. And if we're in a group class, what happens is we're trying to keep up with maybe a 20-year-old, and I'm like 60, and I'm like, this is not happening, right? Yeah. And so here, it's like there is no one to compete with. It's just you, and it's okay to make mistakes, and it's okay to be like, you know what, Cynthia, I don't feel really great today, but I still want to move. Yeah. And so that's kind of our niche here, is to help people one-on-one take care of themselves.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, that's amazing. And I think some of the things that you don't, I mean, you, again, like you said, you're competing with people half your age or on that side of it, whether we want to or not. It's human nature, right? Mm-hmm. So I think getting that one-on-one coaching and getting that one-on-one opportunity is really important as well. I think kind of a good point for what we're just talking about is the example of when off camera you shared an example with me about a person who was in a group class and in a group setting, and then really, like you said, trying to keep up with everybody. And then in a moment, you got her one-on-one and said, oh my gosh, like there's something going on here. Can you talk to us a little bit about that and how powerful that was for you and your business?
Yeah, so we were very new, and I was thinking about going into that group fitness. But one client of mine, she was with me for 2 or 3 years, and I realized when she did a Pilates move that should have been very easy for her in a sense, her body moved differently, and I was like, what is happening here? And I kept trying to move her body into the position that she needed to be in, and instead of her rounding as she was supposed to, it was kind of in a sense stuck. And so I asked her, I was like, okay, this is going to sound crazy. Let's go ahead. Can you lay on the floor for me? And I got a measuring tape, and I was like, your left leg is 2 inches shorter. And I was like, how are you walking like this? And so instead of like pivoting on your pinky toe and your knee tracks outwards, when she had her pinky toe, like the weight on it, her knee was tracking inwards. Yeah. And so from there, I was like, this is 100% beyond where I can help you, because I want to get a doctor involved. Yeah. I don't know how long she had that problem or what caused it. But then I ended up working with her chiropractor and her doctor to come up with a plan where they were working on her bones, and I was working on the muscles to strengthen. And eventually we did correct that 2-inch difference in her leg.
No kidding. Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, and I think that speaks volumes to what you're doing here too, right? Like you said, you're with the synergy with the body and everything. Mm-hmm. That way. Some of it's past your limitations, but understanding that too is important to be able to figure that out, to point that out, and to actually kind of get to that point of it. So yeah, no, I love that. Within the space here that you guys have, I mean, you have a couple of different opportunities for people. You know, for some people that may be struggling to get into the fitness world and getting into that side of it. I think that's one of the unique things that you guys have, is that you're not in that class and getting embarrassed on that side of it, right? But I want to talk to you. I want you to talk to us a little bit about what you guys offer here at Synergistic and what you can do for them.
So we do offer the reformer classes, which people do love. But of course, like working out with your friends or with a group of people, kind of all, you know, being in that same group, we do offer mat classes, but they're small. We want to keep it small so we can still try to make sure that we give the corrections, we give the, you know, modifications if we need to, and support you. But we have fun classes, and so we teach dance classes. And then we also have Pilates mat classes. Saturdays, I teach at 7:45 in the morning. I'm a contemporary instructor, but we're very, very fortunate to work with Katie Larson. She comes to us to teach the dance class. Okay. And she also teaches at noon on Sundays for classical Pilates, and it's a slow flow, very easy and gentle on the body. We also have Turn Up Dance Fitness with Karen. She is phenomenal, and we recently have 3 new instructors who've been in training for about a year. They are coming and bringing even more mat classes to our schedule, and they are taking on a brand new class for us in the room next to us.
Nice. I love that. And I guess for those of us that don't really know, right? Like I'm looking at this contraption, which honestly looks like a torture device to me. Maybe it is, but Yeah. But talk to us about what, like the reformer and what that would be as well.
So here at this studio, so we actually have two studios for reformer. One I call the home studio because it is in my house.
Yeah.
It's in my basement. That has our one of our mat rooms and a reformer room. And this one is a little bit different. Because we have more space at the home studio, I have different equipment. And to accommodate for the smaller space, then this reformer here has what's called a tower.
Gotcha.
And this has like a bunch of springs attached. And so we can actually turn it into a bed. And if you have like physical limitations or injuries and really can't be on, laying down, we can work with you standing.
Okay.
And I keep a home studio trying to keep the prices very reasonable for people because, one-on-one fitness can be very, very pricey. And so we're trying to reach as much as the community as possible.
Yeah.
Our mat classes, 10 classes is $100. So it's $10 a class.
Yeah.
And we also have, like on Fridays, a fun, what I call synergistic fusion class. And so that just takes like all of my fitness modalities and I just turn it into one huge class. And so it's really fun and uplifting. And some of my clients from the reformer, they do miss having groups. So they'll come to, the synergistic fit fusion class or one of the mat classes. They have a lot of fun because then they get to see the other clients that we have.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. So for anybody that's watching this, how would they go about getting a hold of you, setting up a class? What would that look like from the moment of, let's just say, watching this video to actually starting their first class?
Honestly, I work a lot.
Yeah.
So we have our phone number and text is honestly best. I try to get back to people within like 24 hours. Leave a message, voicemail if you want to as well. And then they can check out our website. It's www.synergisticfitlife.com. And then that also has like the button where you can just press it and then automatically it pops up our text messaging. So our phone number is 785-576-8585 if they want to text.
So Cynthia, you've been telling me, and you've been kind of hinting to it in this video here, but in this room behind us or next to us, you've got some new stuff that you're getting ready to roll out. I kind of would like to have you kind of talk to us a little bit about what that is and what that would entail as well.
So the room behind us, it is a Pilates spring wall. It hasn't been done yet here in Manhattan. It actually came, and it stemmed from me. Last year was a really bad, challenging year for my health. And one thing that happened after a couple MRIs is that I had I do have a frozen shoulder. And so I was working with Dr. Natalie Hawkins here at the Healing House. And she was like, red light therapy would be really good and heat to help me move my shoulder. And so when I did do physical therapy for my frozen shoulder, he was like, why are you here? You know what you're doing and you don't have to have the time with me. Yeah. So that kind of led me to be like, okay, people do like group, but I don't want a huge group. And I also want to bring kind of that heat, the red light, and like the Pilates tower that we have here on this reformer for our clients. And so that's how that room was born. So we have a giant, nice, warm red light. So it's not a hot class, it's a warm class. So it helps your muscles relax and move. And so it's a really fun way to go with somebody that you like or a perfect stranger. It'll just be fun. Yeah,
and big enough for two people, right?
That's what we're at. For two people.
Two people and an instructor, is that kind of the goal with it? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
So I guess my next one is, you kind of explained a little bit why you started all this stuff, but my big one is where you saw the need for this type of stuff and why you saw the need for this type of stuff here in Manhattan.
So for us, Pilates is really, really wonderful, but a lot of people feel like Pilates is stretching, or if it's not accessible for everybody. It's meant for a certain type of people.
Sure.
And so I wanted to show the community, hey, we can help you. We can change your body. It's also strength training. It's also, stability. It's also with your stamina. There's so many wonderful benefits of Pilates if done correctly.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of where I started here, was how do I help people? How do I show people that the beautiful potential that their bodies have with Pilates?
Yeah, That's awesome. No, I love that. And that's been, I think one of the things about Manhattan is that, especially by doing this type of series and stuff, you see so many different types of people that have so many different types of passions, for whether it be from personal experiences or whether it be from other things that happen with that, right? And I think that's a neat thing that Manhattan has really been able to really build on.
Right.
So I guess my next question, before we kind of wrap it up here, I want to ask this question. I love asking this question because we get a lot of entrepreneurs out looking in this thing. But so a couple things. First question would be, with building your business, we've talked about off camera, we talked a little bit about intentional growth and continuing to have that, not necessarily exploding,
right,
but also having those right clients and all that stuff. What has that experience been like for you as you've continued to grow here in Manhattan?
I think, and I've said this to some of my clients, like if we were in a really big city, I think it would be like a revolving door, right? I wouldn't know really who they are, their life, their experiences. They'd just be a number. But here, I sometimes refer on my social media pages, like it's a Synergistic Fitlife family.
Yeah.
Because I feel like my clients are family. They've called me if, like, hey, my daughter's having a wedding. I'm like, sure, I'll take off of work. Or, hey, my car broke down. Okay, where are you? Let me come and help you. It's like, it's that connection that our small community has that makes Manhattan really special. It's something that you wouldn't be able to have anywhere else, I believe.
Yeah. No, I love that. I love that. And it does. It becomes a family. It becomes a family, especially with a tight-knit group like you're talking about.
Yeah.
So I have one more question, but before I do that, I want to give you another opportunity. Phone number, a website, and then where they can go to book classes.
So our phone number is 785-576-8585. They can go to our website, www.synergisticfitlife.com. Send a text, please. We'll send them the booking links and stuff like that. We will be having more classes as my girls are all ready. We will be opening a fourth location hopefully soon. And so, just keep an eye on us, and we're just going to slowly start growing.
No, I love it. I love it. So, all right. So the question I always ask people, and it's one of my favorite ones to ask, is what piece of advice would you give to somebody either wanting to start their own business, somebody that's starting in the fitness journey, whatever that looks like? What is one piece of advice that you'd love to give to somebody watching this video?
For me, that's kind of two questions.
Sure. Answer
because like a fitness journey, I want people to always remember it's never linear. You're going to have days where you're going to feel great and days where it's like it's never going to happen.
Yeah.
And that's totally okay. I was there and I'm kind of still here with my frozen shoulder. But the thing is that, believe in yourself and get somebody, even if it's a friend, family, to support you through that journey. And it's not about, and it shouldn't be a number on the scale. It should be about how you feel, how you're functioning, how you're moving. And so as a small business owner, I would say it's okay to say no, and I'm probably the worst person to actually give that advice because I rarely do. But I'm learning. After 3 years, I'm learning. And, that's slow and steady. If you work from your heart, from your passion, people will see that you really care, that you really are involved in your business. Yeah. And from there, they're going to want to help you too and accept that help from others.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I love that. So I guess before we kind of wrap it up, is there anything else that you'd like to add to the video? Fantastic. So you guys, thank you so much for watching this video today. I really do appreciate it. Cynthia, thank you so much for joining me today and allowing me to come into your space. I really do appreciate it, and I love what you're doing here. And for those of you that are watching, come say hi. Come look at what they have set up. Shoot the text message. Get a booking link. Because it's, like she said, the fitness journey is not linear. It's not the same for everybody, but I think there's always that moment. There's always that opening that you need to just get started, right? Get started on the one-to-one, get started on that stuff, start that journey, whether you've first time ever or whether it's getting back into it or whether you've been doing this for your entire life. I think there's always a moment, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, that you'll meet them wherever they are,
Yep,
right?
always.
And so I think that that's the neat thing with what Cynthia has here and with her instructors. And one thing that she didn't really talk a lot about it, but I think is really unique is that her people that are teaching and running these classes and doing this stuff, they are incredibly overqualified in the sense that they've been doing this for a year before they can come in and teach and before they can come in and do that stuff. So you have people that know what they're doing, that are working through it, that Cynthia herself is going through certain things and certain ailments and things that she's going through and working through to make sure that she gives it to you in the best possible way as well. So come say hi, come see Cynthia, come see what they have here and what they're offering here at Synergistic Fit Life. Guys, thank you so much for watching these videos. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for watching this video in particular. And please, 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 if you know somebody who just wants to start that journey or needs to start that journey or something along those lines, share this video with them. Show them a little bit about what Cynthia has here and what she's going to be able to do for them or for yourself, and come in and say hi to them. And again, if you haven't done so already, please go and hit that subscribe button. Go and hit that little bell so you get notified of any future videos. And again, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Cynthia, thank you so much.
Thank you. And now I can just step off my box.
That's right. And now I have it on video.